ladies and gentlemen. First, let me also welcome you to this important event in the development of our region. Namibia is the host of the elimination 8 Malaria Secretariat. We feel obliged to always update our member states as well as friends and Africa at large. That's why this is the second meeting I'm inviting and accompanied by the technical people in order to update on the progress we are making to eliminate malaria in the 8 countries, in SADC region, and Africa as a whole. The first was in 2018, when I invited the ministers from SADC. I took the opportunity, the advantage of hosting the SADC summit and invited all my colleagues from SADC to be updated. I was happy that the attendance was almost 100%. Today, I felt it necessary to invite these ambassadors from the 8 countries who are part of the SADC Malaria Elimination 8. I'm happy to see the ambassador of Zambia and those may be represented. However, because we are talking about the African program, we found it necessary to invite other ambassadors from other regions and also our partners who are working with us in this program. Specifically, here in Namibia, where the Secretariat is, we are grateful to our partners such as the USA, China, Turkey, World Health Organization, the Global Fund, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, University of California in San Francisco, and of course, all SADC member states who are making contribution to this. Your partnership is highly appreciated. Director of Ceremonies all invited the guests. Like many other global health programs, malaria burden impacts many aspects of sustainable development. Therefore, investing in health contributes to the attainment of sustainable development goals. The economic gains of our countries can always be drawn back if we are not investing on health, particularly now on malaria. And that's why this program is very important. In Africa, we have come a long way in realizing the importance of fighting malaria, and the political will of African leaders is demonstrated in many instruments that were adopted. For example, the first Abuja Declaration, signed on April 25th in 2000, committed the African leaders, heads of states, to halving malaria death by 2010, provided the financial resources and incentives is made available in order to make sure that the services are accessible and there is enough supporting research. Those who spoke before me indicated clearly that we have not reached that in the continent, because that was made, the target of 2010 was made for Africa as a continent. The second Abuja Declaration, signed on April 2001, committed the African heads of state and government to allocate at least 15% of their national budget to the health sector, as well as mobilizing resources for improving access to HIV medication, vaccine, research, and prevention program. Again, I'm not sure as to how much we have done in this sector, but our technical people are there to share with us the information as to know how we are moving. In 2007, during the third session of the African Union Conference of Ministers of Health, member states launched the Africa Malaria Elimination Campaign, committing to transition eligible countries from malaria control to malaria elimination. So here we have moved a step. We can no longer talk about control, but we want to eliminate it. Just like when we were talking about poverty. First, there was an issue of not eradicating poverty, but today we know we are eradicating poverty. Later that year, later in the year 2007, the Southern African Development Community, following suit, pledging to eliminate malaria from Southern Africa, then the SADC Ministers of Health approved the SADC Malaria Strategy Framework and subsequently Malaria Elimination Framework, which urged member states to identify potential areas for elimination and to develop national malaria elimination strategy plan was put in place. Therefore, in 2009, the 8 SADC countries forged a common front known as E8 to collaborate in eliminating malaria from their countries within a decade.